We are now live.
I'd like to welcome everybody to the Carver Fire Medic One Commissioners meeting tonight. All those present, if you could please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right. Looking for a motion to approve the agenda.
So
I'll second the simultaneous motion to approve.
Roll call vote.
Commissioner Nelson,
Yes.
Commissioner Enzi,
Yes.
Commissioner Sudich,
yes.
Commissioner Wilsey,
Yes.
and Chairman Ardina.
Yes. The upcoming commissioner absences. Any communications?
No communications.
Is there a motion to approve the minutes of our March 26th meeting?
I'll move to approve the minutes just with one, I guess, amendment or correction. The header says February 27th. I believe the minutes are correct as far as the March 26th meeting. It just has the wrong date in the header. So with that correction to the 26th, I'll move to approve the minutes.
Second. Roll call vote.
Commissioner Enzi,
Yes.
Commissioner Nelson,
Yes.
Commissioner Sudich,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilsey,
Yes.
Chairman Ardina.
Yes. Gets us to vouchers.
I'll move that we approve accounts payable vouchers 201050 through 201127 for a grand total of $489,728.02 as outlined in the agenda.
Second. Roll call vote.
Commissioner Enzi,
Yes.
Commissioner Nelson,
Yes.
Commissioner Sudich,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilsey,
Yes.
Chairman Ardina.
Yes. Got a text from President Flick, and there is no report from the local this evening. That gets us to chief's reports.
All right, good evening. I'll go ahead and start with finance and admin. I have a couple of updates. We did actually do a formal termination of our software agreement with UKG. I think I had mentioned that previously. So we sent them certified notification of that yesterday. We are moving forward with Tyler Technologies, which is the software that we have for finance. We are going to use them for our payroll and HR software now. So all three of those modules, they call it, are all going to be with the same software company, Tyler Technologies. And they've added those two additional pieces, payroll and HR, to that timeline that was already established for us to configure and implement our finance software. So just a little bit of a glitch there at the beginning, but we're moving through that, and so far we're very pleased with the response we're getting from Tyler. So that's good as we move forward.
Are we still using Telestaff for scheduling though?
That's correct, we are. So we will use Telestaff for scheduling, and that was one of the challenges we had previously with UKG. And the integration, we thought it was going to integrate a little bit more smoothly with Telestaff, but in order to do that, they wanted us to do some of the timekeeping and attendance modules as well. And so that got very, very costly. But yes, we will use Telestaff moving forward. That's all I have. I believe Chief Meyer had some updates this evening.
Yeah, good evening. Just want to provide you some updates about stuff in operations. So last Friday, we had an academy graduation for our 7 laterals. So that was a well-attended ceremony by families and a large contingency from the department. So it was just a good moment for us, not only to shine our department, but also thank you to those lateral firefighters for choosing us, lack of better words. 2 of them are from out of state, and they all had jobs with career fire departments, and they chose us. So, and we hope that we can provide a home for them for the rest of their career. So they are moving the shift this week, and they're going to be doing their training assignments. And so we look to get them up to full staffing here in the next, 1 to 6 months, depending on their staffing and their experience of what they have. Because we have a wide range. We have one gentleman that came from Montana, and he, I think, has like less than 3 years, and we have another gentleman that has over 20 years. So it's gonna be pretty, dependent on what they bring here to Gig Harbor Fire. Response packages. Just wanted to give you an update on response packages. We are attempting to right size and update our response packages to the different call types. I and Lisa Schroeder, an administrative assistant for operations, did a lot of great work and want to give kudos to her. But we turned in our response package updates to Firecom on Friday, the 29th of March, and got our changes into their work queue. And so they're going to be updating our response packages and the call types, doing testing, and then also the implementation. And they hope to have a time frame on that before the end of the second quarter. And it's a pretty big project. Some of these call types and naming conventions are from the 90s. And then also we need to take the response packages that we updated and map them to over 5,400 call types that are in Firecom's database of what they can choose from. If any one of you would like to sit down and learn more about this, don't hesitate to give me a call and I can show you about what all goes into that. More than happy to do that, but some good work. I also would like to recognize Matt Clark. He's the operations manager there at Firecom side of the house at South Sound 911, and he's been very helpful with doing that. So that's been a great project to get to the next phase, if you will. Also with that, the CAD South Kitsap is continuing to move forward. That's in the testing phase right now. So just continuing to work not only with Firecom, South 91, CENTCOM, and South Kitsap, but Key Peninsula, just how that is going to affect how we respond back and forth across the border. Hiring. We had a lack of better words, a hiring kickoff meeting for the 2024-2025 season, if you will. We're trying to be a little bit more proactive about hiring. And so we met last week with finance, training, and human resources, just trying to kick off a hiring process. The intent is to hire, the intent is to establish a list. So when we are ready to do hiring, we can hire off of that list. And the goal is to potentially hire entry-level firefighter EMTs. And the goal would be to have a list that's valid and to be able to pull from that list on January 1st, 2025. So do you have anything to add on that or?
No,
So,
great summary.
yeah. DNR open house. There's some, every year DNR does an open house to all of its regional partners throughout the South Puget Sound. So myself and John Johnson are attending that on Thursday with some of our wildland team leaders, just to learn more about what DNR process is, about working with them, everything from deploying with DNR or when we have an incident here and how to interact with DNR. So that's a great thing that they do for the South Puget Sound. So there's about probably, I think 6 of us are going to be attending that on Thursday down in Thurston County. Also, on the EMS side, we have one of he's in paramedic school. This is his last quarter. He is doing his ride-alongs down with Central Mason. So they're one of the partners that accept paramedic students. So he's going down to Central Mason and doing some of his ride-along down there. With that, we have a paramedic student riding with us this final quarter from TCC. She's riding with us. And so it's a great opportunity to not only to send somebody out as part of this process, but also bring somebody in. And then the last thing I have is Chief Johnson and I are going to be spending part of the week next week over in Spokane. The Northwest Incident Management Team, they have annual training, and John and I are both on members of incident management teams, and so we're going to be spending part of the week over there with them. I do have one forgot. I would just like to shout out to the EMS and the training division, back to the academy that was put on. Just want to shout out to the EMS folks and the training division folks for putting on a great academy and providing a good foundation for the people that are coming on these laterals. So unless there's any questions, that's the end of my report.
I have,
Any standing committee reports? I do not have a report for this evening. The next item is the 2022 bond update. Chief Johnson's not here. I guess we can just update that 53 and 57 are coming along great.
Drove by 53 last weekend and 57 actually, and you can see visible progress. So it's good to see.
I don't see any items of old business. We do have one item of new business. Fire chief performance evaluation. So we reviewed that, and now we just need a motion to approve the review so that I can go ahead and sign it for the board.
I'll move that we approve the review, fire chief performance evaluation.
Second, Dan. Roll call vote.
Commissioner Ensy,
Yes.
Commissioner Nelson,
Yes.
Commissioner Sudich,
Yes.
Commissioner Wiltie,
Yes.
Chairman Urbina.
Yes. Now it's time for open public comment. Please state your name for the record and you'll have 3 minutes. I don't see anyone present. Is there anyone online with a hand up? All right, not seeing any. Anything for the good of the order? Any special interests, upcoming events? All right, seeing none, I'll move that we adjourn the meeting. Our next regular meeting will be held Tuesday, April 23rd at 5 o'clock. Thank you all for attending.